recognized as a overseas famous teacher as invitation award for 2 years. He has a very big CV, but I conclude within 2 lines. रहनुमा वो नहीं जो रास्ता बताए, बल्कि वो है जो चलकर उदाहरण बन जाए. May I request Ashok Mahajan sir to please deliver the valedictory address here.
Thank you for a nice introduction. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Chairman of the valedictory function of the very successful conference ICMS 2026 and Pro Vice Chancellor of this very university, my friend Dr. Sarode. Guest of honors at this occasion, Dr. Foran Singh, Dr. NL Singh from Delhi, and the chairman of the conference, who has really taken pain and realized this very, very useful and unique international event. Dr. M.D. Sirsat, everybody was saying that Sirsat sir is going to retire. Just I got a mention from the earlier speaker that he will be retiring on 31st of May. So still there are 3 to 4 months. Okay, and I think nobody will say that you are going to retire, having seen your energy level, Professor M.D. Sirsat, and Registrar of this university, Dr. Amrutkar, the head and the director of exams, Dr. Dole, Dr. Power Madam, and Dr. Undre is a secretary of this conference. The delegates who are present here for this valedictory function, participants, dear students, and ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed a very good evening where we all assemble to witness this successful conference, the valedictory function of it. I was very keen to listen the feedbacks from the participants. There were so many, but they were restricted due to the time constraint up to 6. So excellent, means all the feedbacks were mentioning that this kind of certification of the success of the conference. And when I entered in the campus of BAMU, I was really very happy to see the ambience, means the conference logo, there's the gate, the banners, and then it's a wonderful ambience in the conference, and the feedbacks which I could listen from the 6 participants, and also the briefs given by the convener of this conference. It is really a wonderful. I'm very happy to see that the contributions of this conference are really significant. Right from there was a mention of about 464 registration on this international conference, and it's really a good, not a huge number. When we say the conference of this stature, at the truly international conference, there was a mention of one participant. I agree, this truly international conference having so many speakers he has invited, and it is only Professor Sirsat who can invite so many people from all over the globe because of his individual contacts, his individual network, which he has developed during his entire career of over 35, 36, 37 years of his academic career. I know him, we have association around 3 decades back. He has mentioned about his entry debut in the Dr. Bamu University, 2003, I think. But prior to that, he was working with us in the North Maharashtra University. He didn't mention about that. But since that period, we have association. And this conference is really, has one. But prior to that, he has organized several such conferences. I witnessed, we had, both of us were secretaries in 2001, where we had organized the international conference at NMU, followed by that 2004 subsequently. And I think after he joined it in 2006, then 2015 you have mentioned, and now we are in 2016. This is a really great and wonderful organization of the conference. Friends, I will talk first some minutes about the conference. For me, conference theme is also very, very important. Very rightly chosen. Innovation in material science for sustainable future. when we think of sustainable future, means I know many of you must be knowing that the Sustainable Development Goals set by UN, those are 17 Sustainable Development Goals. And this target given by 193 countries where the Sustainable Development Goals have been set in 2015. And the target of achievement for the development, sustainable development of the globe is 2030. 2030, it is said, it is expected that all the 17 goals, the SDGs, to fulfill, to achieve, and accordingly, there are the planning at the international levels, global level are being done, and this conference has a title, it is for a sustainable future. To me, this conference, if we consider a material, as the experts have also spoken about, what the role the material science plays in the development. When we say that the country has developed, or the contribution in the field, in the every walk of day-to-day life, so that is, of course, we say that it is due to technology, it is due to semiconductor chips, it is due to whatever we say, AI, whatever. But all this, the central point, of course, is that of this development is a material science. And the innovation into material science, of course, there is always scope in the innovation of material science when, of course, as time goes, as the technological advancements come, the material science, the processes need to be developed, and the new materials, they come up, and of course, processes of the fabricating devices or the manufacturing systems, they have come. So innovation there is always scope of the innovations, and according to me, for that, the title of this conference is really highly relevant when we say the sustainable future. Sustainable future, it means if I was mentioning about the sustainable goals, there are 17, but some of the goals directly correlate with this conference when we consider the central theme of material science. Like SDG 4, some of many of you may be knowing, but not others. Sustainable goals, when I try to relate that, sustainable goal number 4, goal 7, goal 9, goal 13, goal 17, those are highly relevant to this. 17 is a collaboration, partnership, collaboration, international collaboration. Through the collaborations only, the sustainable development could possible. And of course, when I say the 4 and the, you might have read some that is considered to be, that is mentioned as the achieving this target of that is set to by 2030 is through 5 P's. 5 P. P means people, planet, prosperity, peace, and partnerships. These are the 5 P's. And all these 5 P's covers all these set goals of the sustainable development, 17 goals. And when we link this kind of deliberations of these conferences, those really, according to me, they contribute significantly to such goals, and that is true purpose, very purpose of this conference title is the role of material science, advances in material science to achieve the sustainable goals and sustainable future. And there was mentioned by the earlier speaker of Vikasit Bharat 2047. When India is transforming by 2047 from developing to the developed nation, and of course we have also set the target of Vikasit Bharat by 2047, and to me there are during feedbacks, I listened to feedbacks from the young participants, and here also not many, but so much, but there are more in number the young students, and really it is good sign when the youngsters are participating very seriously of this kind of conferences. That is, I am very sure this is a good sign. So India has a very good future in this kind of creative young minds, which they are very seriously attending these conferences, and the stature of the conference where the plenary talks by the international speakers, they're having international exposures, expertise, and the young people, young students, they have got an opportunity to interact with such professors, and definitely they will take this for the further, these interactions, these memories, they will definitely take further for their future plans and the expectations to fulfill. So that way, this is a good science, and we will say material science. This conference, of course, this will really lead and very much in tune with whatever the initiatives Government of India has set for. Various missions like India Semiconductor Mission, like Solar Mission, like Green Hydrogen Mission, like Biotechnology, all various missions towards achieving the goal of the Vikasit Bharat 2047. We can link now those. And when we say that various missions, they have the task defined, and all, according to me, all these missions could be really achieved within a targeted time through material science. And that's why the material science and the deliberations of this kind of conferences with the 3 days might have touched upon, might have definitely given the justice to all such fields, such the missions of the Government of India. So this kind of exposure to the youngsters, to the participants, definitely lead to achieving this sustainable future for Government of India, for the India, and of course to the whole world, we can say, as it is a global kind of conference. I would like to mention here for the dais, the contribution of Mahendra Sirsat is in the way Dr. Kadam was mentioning. I will talk on that later on. Here, to the very purpose of this conference here, we had just a talk in the last month. And we were discussing, I was discussing about the participation of the international speakers. And one of our common friend, Professor Rishi Murakami, he was a participant, and we were sure about his participation. And he also has expressed desire to visit my university where I am working. So accordingly, I talked to Professor Sirsat. Can you spare, or can you ask some other professor who is all the way traveling from other country and participating in this conference, can give willingness to come to my university? So he accordingly talked, and Professor from EG, Dr. Badavi, he has also consented, and two of the professors, they traveled yesterday, day before yesterday in the